Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a fella whose cells I've been holding on to for quite some time. I don't even remember where I got them, but I didn't have any space. But I have lots of space now. Did some purging. And this is Yntec. I don't know if that's the way you say it, but that's the way I'm going to say it. And he has lots of open rune slots, doesn't he? Yes, very glorious indeed. And he's Thunder. I hear he's Denial. He's also got some damage. So we're going to find him a home. He's going to be nearby, isn't he? He gets to talk about Thunder issues with Alex there. Shocking. Just shocking. Okay, oh, he's a little guy. There's a lot of big guys there. Don't step on him. Don't step on him. That would actually probably be bad for you guys, even though he's little. All right, this is somebody who's obviously I'm going to change the name of. Horagals. No, I'm not keeping that one. No, I'm not. And I think he's kind of happy with that. So anyway, this is Yntec. He is Thunder. He is legendary, of course. He is hardened, so he's got a 20% chance of resisting status effects. The bad ones, that is. His power is okay. His life is actually a little above normal. His speed is very good. All right, let's take a look at some skills. Alternative Energy deals low physical damage to one enemy. And Energy Manager deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy. And that rather shocking special skill we saw, Power Reset, deals heavy special damage to all enemies, removes 100% of stamina from all enemies. That is a reset. That is a power reset indeed. Well-named skill there, little guy. Well named. When Yntec was born from a massive thunder explosion, everyone expected him to be the type of monster to attack and run. But he preferred to study at the School of Magic, and he became a remarkable and unique Thunder Wizard. So, he's a wizard, is he? Maybe we'll have to put that into his name there. We already have a Harry, so we can't do that. So, I don't... Snape, maybe? No, I already have a Snape, too. I guess maybe we can have a Dumbledore? I don't know, it doesn't quite work for him. I'm going to have to think about that. Maybe we're going to have to go outside the world of Harry Potter for wizard names, you know? Not Gandalf, though. We have monsters that are a little too close to that. So, he's got some feeding to be done because he's got some skills and we want to see them. Yes, I hear he's got a particular set of skills and I want to use them. So, here, open wide. Okay, and then his final form. Okay, he looks kind of cool. Are those wands or fingers? I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. Let's start with the skills here. All right, level 7, first of his skills. Depleted Backup. Deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy. Removes 10% of stamina from one enemy. That's not a bad skill. Okay, so is he going to be removing stamina? I don't have a problem with that. No, I don't. I don't have a problem with that at all. Let's continue to level 10. Lossless Line. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy. Applies stun to one enemy. Okay, that is not a bad skill at all. I mean, it's low moderate damage. It's low moderate damage there. 1 round cooldown, but it does do stun. Not bad for the second skill. That's what I'm saying there. I'm not going to end with that one, but not bad for the second skill. Let us continue to level 15 and yet another awesome skill. Small Current Leak. Deals moderate thunder damage to one enemy. 50% chance of applying Stamina Leak. We'll just put that there because we're not keeping that one. No, not keeping that one. I don't like no 50%. No, I don't. Unless it takes 50% of their life away, that's okay. Let's continue to level 20. Circuit Breaker. Deals heavy special damage to one enemy. Applies 2 stuns to one enemy. That is going to go right there, and I'd be very surprised if I don't have that at the end. Very, very surprised if I don't have that at the end. It's a big statement on him if I don't. If I've actually replaced that with something else, it means his stuff is awesome. Let's continue to level 25. More skills. More skills. Current Leak. Deals very heavy thunder damage to one enemy. Applies Stamina Leak. Well, that's the thing. All right, let's see. I'm not going to be keeping that. I'm not going to, especially since this one here is a 0 cooldown, the new one we just got, and it's very heavy. That's like way across the bar there. That's big damage, stamina leak, 0 cooldown. I'd be shocked if I didn't have that one in the end too, unless it's got a really big upgrade, you know, massive. Maybe it does. Let's go to level 30. Maybe the massive is waiting there. Battery malfunction deals heavy thunder damage to one enemy, removes 25% of stamina from one enemy. All right, that's an upgrade to the one we just had a moment ago. Do I need this one? Because, I mean, I have this one. And chances are I'm going to go out on a limb and guess, my experience with him being added to this, that he's got a group stun. I don't know. I'm guessing it does the double stuns too. It's just that one stun just doesn't seem to be enough. And again, this one here, they're both thunder. I only have this one for a special. But if this one is special damage, then maybe the group one's going to be special damage. All right, I'm not going to keep this one. This one's too low on the damage. The stun is nice, but I got a double stun over here. And I'm willing to bet that I'm going to get a group stun. Right? I'm just willing to bet that's going to happen. All right, let's continue to level 35 and see what's waiting there. Maybe a great skill? Corrupt Energy applies energy leak to all enemies, removes 25% of... Okay, so this is going to give an energy leak to everyone. They're going to drain stamina, but it's also going to take 25% of the stamina away. It is a 0 stamina requirement. So if he doesn't have stamina, he can do this. I'm not sure about how useful this would be, though. I mean, stamina leaks and taking 25% of stamina away are useful. It's just that, you know, the thing about it is, when would you use this? At the end of a fight? I mean, it could be. I mean, you certainly wouldn't start a fight with this. All right, let's look around here. I mean, I could lose this one over here, right? Well, we got this one, right? It's a 0 cooldown. So if worse comes to worse, I can use that one. This one here is a 1-round cooldown with a double stun, so yeah, I got things I can do. So do I need this one? The big thing this one does that this one doesn't do is, 1, it does less damage, and 2, it does a 25% stamina. So, I mean, I could throw this one into this spot, and it basically does the most important part. All right, I'm going to do that. Because, I mean, that was the only reason I was keeping it, was removing 25% of the stamina, right? So, I mean, this one does it for the entire team and puts an energy leak on them. So it makes sense. I mean, the fact that this one is a 0 cooldown means I really just don't need that one for anything. I really don't. And this one's a 1-round cooldown. It's got the double stuns. I'm guessing that a group double stun is going to be showing up here. Perhaps next, at level 40? Let's see. Major leak. Deals moderate thunder damage to all enemies. Applies stamina leak. Oh, that's a problem now. Okay, so it's either this or this, I think. I think I'm going to put this one here. Okay, so I don't have the group. They all lose 25%. But I do have another group attack, which gives them a stamina leak. With a low cooldown. This is only a 2-round cooldown. So, I mean, he doesn't really have a cooldown issue. But, I mean, this one could be very useful in this situation, right? All right, let's continue, because there's one skill that I haven't gotten yet, and I know it's there because I've been hit by it. Battery malfunction, not that one. Okay, don't hold it back, guys. Okay, so let's level 50. I got 3 more chances. Corrupt energy. No, no, no. Okay, you're just not going to keep doing that, are you? Because that'll be very annoying. Level 55. I got 1 more shot. Okay, I'm hoping that it's actually there. 1 more shot. And this is going to be level 60. Give it to me. Okay, have I made a terrible mistake? All right, for the moment, I'm going to put that up there. It's probably something I should have done earlier, just to make sure it wasn't in my way. All right, let's just take a quick look. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, Ideal Transformer. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies 2 stun to all targets. Oh, 3-round cooldown. That's the one that I didn't get. Unfortunately, these were holding me back so that I wasn't getting them. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait until we start testing him to get his key skill, which is kind of annoying. Right, so this one right here is obviously going to be at the front, right? That's going to be right there instead of battery malfunction. But unfortunately, the game didn't give it to me. It will give it to me, especially since I've taken this one off the table. It's something I should have done earlier. All right, let's take a look at his stats. Power's okay. His life is above normal. Speed's not bad, too. He's not, like, amazingly fast, but if you put speed on him, especially if you have 3 open ruin slots, he definitely will be going fast. Now, that first skill did have a big stamina cost, and it's a little bit of a concern to me, but I mean, it is a big deal when you're doing the old double stun. You do the double stun in order to get past hardening, possibly toughness. It won't get past, like, stun immunity or a trait where they're immune to stun, or a mountain one where they're just immune to anything like freezing or stunning or anything like that. But it will help get past those hardening or tough ones, or just general, like the imaginary immunity that some creatures seem to have these days, right? You got a better chance of landing the stun. All right, let's just take a look at the skills. Okay, so these are the skills that I chose, even though this first one is not the one that I want. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pretend that the skill I want is here. So let's look at our first skill. And that skill is Ideal Transformer. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies 2 stun to all enemies. All right, so this is a big one. This is obviously his big one, right? Group attack tries to apply 2 stuns to each enemy to try to get past resistance. You know, hardening, which is a 20% chance, toughness, which is a 35% chance, and of course, like a VIP who's got like a 50%. There's a couple of variations in there too, but that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get past that resistance by applying it twice. So there are others who have this too. Talika has it, but this is a good one. So very useful. Pretty high on the stamina cost there, and the cooldown is his highest, but his other skills help balance that out. His other skills. Let's talk about those other skills. This is Circuit Breaker. Deals heavy special damage to one enemy, applies 2 stuns to one enemy, requires cooldown. All right, this is the single target version of the first skill. It does more damage, just like they usually do, and it attempts to apply 2 stuns. Now, if you use the first skill and you got the 3 stuns down, that means they have immunity for 1 round. But it's not that big a deal because, you know, it has a 3-round cooldown, so you can't use it for a while. You can always come back, or maybe you missed one. You know, that happens these days. Lots of missing going on, and you can just hit it with this one because you didn't stun it in the first place, so it doesn't have immunity. So this is very good. This is a good skill. 1-round cooldown, too. Very, very useful. Then we have this one. Current Leak. Deals very heavy thunder damage to one enemy, applies stamina leak. You know, I have this one because it's a really good thunder hit, and it's got a 0 cooldown. So if we get our cooldowns reset, he's got this one. Stamina Leak's not so bad, but then again, he's also got this one. Major Leak. Deals moderate thunder damage to all enemies, applies Stamina Leak to all enemies. All right, so this is a group attack. High moderate damage, 2-round cooldown. Stamina cost for this one's not so bad. There is another skill that I didn't take because I took this one. We'll just take a quick look at it here. This was this one right here. Corrupt Energy. Applies energy leak to all enemies, removes 25% of stamina from all enemies. Now this one doesn't require any stamina, which is a kind of a good thing considering stamina cost that he has. It does have a 4-round cooldown though. Again, not a problem because he's got a 0 cooldown. He's got a 1-round cooldown, right? I mean, this one is also very good. It also has that thing where it's taking away a quarter of the stamina. Later in a fight, this could just leave the other guys with nothing to do, right? Especially since you are giving them a stamina lead too. Now, I could see somebody wanting to take that. I really could. I just think that this one and the actual damage it applies is just something I would prefer more, just for my game style, you know? I'm just thinking that's what I would want. I would probably lead with the one that it's not there, right? I would probably come back with this one since they're currently immune to stun. Then I might come back with this one and stun somebody who's lost the immunity, perhaps. Maybe their denial on the other side has moved and they don't have the denial. You can come back and do this one, right? And of course, again, if you get your cooldowns reset, you can just use this one. In terms of runes here, I'm lucky enough to have all these open. Now, this guy is obviously denial. He's got a group double stun. He's got a single target double stun. He gives stamina leaks, which over time definitely are going to be doing something bad to the other side. Even though he does have some good damages, I would just put speed on him. Single target just for him. That's what I would do. That's the way I intend to play him. He's going to be my dedicated Thunder Denial. Anyway, he's very good. He's got some good stuff here. The double stuns are much better than just a regular stun. It kind of makes him more useful for that purpose, right? Of course, again, immunity, if they've been stunned already, or if they have a trait that gives them immunity, that could be a problem. But he's very good. He's got some stuff. Can't wait to start testing with him. Now I have a team. The testing video will be coming up probably fairly soon. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.